Hello, and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Frema. So today we have on a special guest, someone that inspires, give you motivation to the women. And I want to bring her on, but first we have a video, I believe, Alan. If not, we're just going to go ahead and bring her on. I do want to apologize first, that I'm in the vehicle. Life happens. I'm not able to, be in my little setup, have my little cup of wine tonight to wind down. So I do apologize for having to be in the vehicle. But anywho, without further ado, let's bring Angela on. I'm so excited to hear exactly what she has to say, what she can inspire us about, and how she does her thing. So let's bring her on. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. And don't worry, I have my glass of wine for you. So
please take a sip for me.
Absolutely.
So I thank you so much for coming on, taking your Wednesday out. Are you in the States? Are you in the same time zone as we are?
I'm in Florida, so it's okay. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so before we dive in, I just want to know, how was, the whole thing with the coronavirus? I know you're probably tired of talking about it, but how did that take a toll in Florida? Because I heard a lot about Florida, So how did that take a toll? Like, give us a little insight.
Well, I mean, so what? Quarantine started back like February time frame. I tried to adhere to the quarantine. I mean, it hasn't affected me personally. We have been trying to really kind of just stay in and stay with our select group of people.
Right.
So we just recently started getting back out, eating out a little bit, preferably outdoor. But we've kind of just been sticking to our little circle, not really doing a whole lot of outside activity. But most of the restaurants and bars have opened back up, I think, to about full capacity at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so even with the numbers rising, so I'm hoping that things don't get worse with the winter approaching.
Yeah, hopefully not. But I just wanted to ask, being that you're in another state from me. So tell us a little about yourself.
So a little bit about me. I'm from Alabama, here in Jacksonville due to the Navy. The Navy actually brought us to Jacksonville. So I've been here about almost 14 years now. But so that kind of brings me and starts me about my whole entire journey, because I am a Navy wife, or now retired Navy wife. I have 2 children, 1 bonus daughter that's in college, very active kids. I'm a professional, I love crafting. And then I ventured out now and started my business, Tenacious Butterfly. Personally, I think it couldn't have come at a better time. I actually I had my launch party on February the 9th of this year, but it started birthing last year of 2019. So launching in February, considering it was right at the onset of the virus and everything, and I know mental health is so important right now. And I know a lot of people are struggling mentally as well as physically. I know a lot of people are struggling with both. So I think it kind of came at the perfect time. So that's just a little bit about me and the business. So
what is Tenacious am I saying it right? Tenacious Butterfly. What is that?
Yes. So first, let me just talk a little bit about the name. So the name is Tenacious Butterfly. And the reason I chose that name is because, so first, of course, what the meaning. So the word tenacious just means a person or someone that is very determined or eager, someone that doesn't easily give up. And then, of course, a butterfly represents life, beauty, growth, and change. So for me, those are all the aspects of my life, things that I've been going through. I've been really trying to be more determined, really trying to stick firm to something, make sure that I'm not giving up, seeing things through, making sure that I'm constantly growing, making sure that you're always letting your beauty shine inside out. So that's the reason that I chose the name Tenacious Butterfly. But the initial reason I wanted to start Tenacious Butterfly was completely different. But of course, in prayer, it was kind of revealed to me that that's not the way I want you to go. So I want you to go this way, so I'm going to be obedient. And I followed and I went that way. And for me, that was promoting self-care, because me as a mother, as a wife, as a professional, we all struggle. We've been
Right.
taught since we were little girls, watching our grandmothers, our mothers, just hold it all together,
Hmm.
feeling like that you always have to have it all together, that you can do everything, that you're just this strong Black woman. That has just kind of been built into us.
Right.
But
Right.
at some point, we have to slow down and learn that we cannot carry all the weight. We have to ask for help. We have
Right.
to slow down and put ourselves first and get time for ourselves. And that's a struggle for a lot of women, because we
Mhm.
feel like it's selfish. We feel like we're neglecting our family or whoever
Me.
or whatever, while trying to make sure that we're putting me first.
Right. Right. Oh, your shirt.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's my slogan, me first. And I'll tell you really what I truly mean by that, because I put me first on a lot of things. So I have it on my journal, on my shirt. So let me go back a step. But the other thing that kind of brought me to it is, I journal all the time. And so I
Okay.
know for me how therapeutic journaling is. How therapeutic it is to just kind of light a candle, write in my journal, or listen to some music.
Right.
Physical healthcare. So I'm very big into my, physical activity. So for me, I wanted to kind of just bring it all to a head, and show the importance of physical, spiritual, mental, social,
Yeah.
practical, emotional. I think, did I say emotional and mental
Mhm.
health care? All of that, they all go hand in hand, and they
Influence.
play off the other. So, if I'm feeling good emotionally or mentally, then of course I'll be more social, or I'll have more energy to be more physical. So I just wanted to really kind of bring to light all the different aspects of self-care, the
Mhm.
importance of journaling, because when you're able to write in your journal and just offload your thoughts for the
Mhm.
day, it definitely helps you clear your mind and rest better. So I personally do it at night. Some people journal in the morning, but I like to offload at night so I can get a good
Right.
night's sleep. So for me, I've been through, of course, just like anyone, a lot of different things in my life. One that sticks out the most is probably losing my father.
Mm.
Um, and then the journal for me at that time was my saving grace.
Wow.
Yeah, it was my saving grace. So that was
Uh,
why I wanted
I
to create.
actually told my friend, to start writing. So I hope she's tuning in, to hear it from you, that writing it down and actually releases it. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad you mentioned that just now. Wow.
Absolutely. And then also you're able to reflect back on it and look at your growth, because, and
Mhm.
then the other thing that has been very important for me, as far as the journal is concerned, is understanding my triggers. So I can go back and I can look and say, okay, I had a bad day on,
Mhm.
this day, that
Mhm.
day, this day. So what happened throughout that day to make me feel the way that I felt? The reason I felt I
Absolutely.
needed to come to this journal, because I did at one point, I found myself only writing in my journal when I had a bad day or when I had a
Right.
weak day, right? But I had to rethink that. I said, okay, I have to also write the good. You can't just focus
Right.
on all
Right.
the bad. So you also have to write down and talk about the good as well.
Yes, and that's so true to triggers, because like you said, is I find myself getting a little antsy lately, but I still didn't figure out, I'm on a live just talking because I like to talk to the viewers. And
Hmm.
I'm like, what is going on with me? Which nobody can't answer that but me, but had I been writing it down, I could have went back and seen like, okay, this happened this day, this happened. So yes, journaling. How long would you say you've been journaling to actually learn that it's therapeutic? Like what would you tell someone who's kind of skeptical, or write one day, don't write the next? Like, what would you say to motivate them to do it, to get started?
Well, the first thing I would say is, don't beat yourself up for not doing it every day. It's okay
Okay.
to not write every day. So if you start out with just, 1 or 2 days, I say at least every other day, every 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
It's sometimes a lot to do it every day, but if you can, then that's even better. But to get started, I say, always start, I say, with the guided journal, because a lot of the times people don't really know where to start. Like, what do I say? Where do I start? Which is why I did create my very first journal as a guided journal, because it helps you kind of go ahead and get started. So in the very first journal, some of the questions are, and I have it, so I'm going to look just to refer back to it. But some of the questions are, and I like to do journal prompts. So so the first question is, what I'm thankful for or asking for. So because no matter how bad our day is or how much trouble we had throughout that day, there's one thing to be thankful for, if it's nothing but waking up today. So I wanted to make sure that you quickly understand you need to first know what is one thing you're thankful for or asking for. So, we all are standing in the need. Yeah. So you have not because you ask not. So I want you to get in the habit of asking for what you want and what you need. So and then another thing, I asked you to tell me 2 positive things that happened today, right? Let's focus on 2 positive things that happened, and then tell me one thing that happened negatively or not the way you wanted to, and how could you have changed it? What role did you play in that, and how could you have turned that around to make it more positive? So I just kind of start giving you some different guided tips on how to try to create a more positive thinking mind, positive self-talk, asking for what you want.
Right, absolutely.
Right.
Like, is it possible? Do you do one-on-one sessions with individuals? And I'm sorry, I'm trying to turn the lights back on so we can see each other a little better. But do you do like one-on-one sessions with individuals, people that actually need the guidance, need that that push? Like, how do they reach you? Do you go out there in the community? Like, how does somebody get in touch with you?
Right. So I haven't started doing one-on-one sessions. I've actually been considering and looking into becoming a life coach, actually. So I'm not certified right now in that. However, I do completely make myself available if I can help anyone. Of course, I'm going to different vending events, that type thing. But my social media, my DMs, my inboxes are all inbox is always open. My email is open. So if someone and I've had a few people message me, where I'm struggling with this, or, I'm going through that, or, this post has helped me. And so I definitely will engage with people when they reach out. Absolutely.
Okay. And the reason I asked, like I said, I have a friend that I wouldn't mind, sending your way just so she can kind of get in the habit of at least journaling, because I find it, I feel like everything happens for a reason. And for us to have this conversation, about the, writing things down. And then I brought it up to her, months ago, I don't know. So for her to hear it a second time, I feel like, let's put it into motion. Let's try to make it happen. And I think you'll be the right person, to kind of guide her in that area, because I really think that would definitely help. Like, where do you say, how long has you with Tenacious Butterfly? Where do you see yourself in like 5 years from now? Like, what do you see yourself?
I absolutely, in the next 5 years, I see myself actually, excuse me, opening up a self-care suite. That self-care suite, I plan for it to encompass every aspect. So again, you have your mental, emotional, your physical. I want to make sure that I'm teaching in an area. I want to make sure that women are able to relax and get that time that they need to themselves, that they're taking care of their physical health. Again, not just being active, but getting adequate rest, making sure that they're staying hydrated. All of that plays a part into it. So of course the education still comes with that part, but physical activity for me is everything. So I'm ready to kind of help get out and get people active. And I actually, I have, my friend, my sister that they work out with me, and we have a good time doing that. And of course, I'm always posting motivational pictures and videos of me working out to get people up and active. But you asked me how people could get in touch with me, so I'll just give you really quick my my social media hashtag is TheTenaciousButterfly. So on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube is all TheTenaciousButterfly. So, but I'm excited. Like, I definitely want to do the self-care suite, because I think we need it. We just really need to start taking care of ourselves without feeling guilty.
Right. That's so true, because as parents, it's like, oh my goodness, I told my child I'll be home this hour, or oh, I didn't fix what they wanted to eat. I'm beating myself up about it because I end up fixing this. And it's so we definitely we need more women like you that actually care about us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that want to push us to do better and want to push us to put me first, you know?
Absolutely.
So that's awesome, because we do feel guilty. Like, we definitely feel guilty about the small things, not realizing our kids love us unconditionally and they know we're
Regardless.
not going to hurt them. They'll be happy within the next 10 minutes of us being back home, you know, but we still beat ourselves up about it. So we
Mm-hmm.
definitely need people like you to preach that to us, to let us know it's okay. You know, it's
Absolutely.
okay. We need
Absolutely.
an outlet, you know?
Absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
definitely
And again, I always preach everything I do is me first. And a lot of people will say, well, why do you say that? That's selfish.
do. Mm-mm.
Well, let me just explain everything me first means. Me first means filling your own cup so you have overflow. Because if
Mm.
you don't fill your own cup, you don't have overflow. Filling your own cup, I mean, putting me first means asking for help. Putting
Mm.
me first means saying no when your plate is full and knowing
Mm-hmm.
that it's okay. Putting me first means um, holding yourself accountable to take some time that you need. It
Right.
means making sure that your family, your children understand and know that this is my time. I need this
Right.
moment. Putting me first also means teaching your children and whoever else is in your home about self-care, because then they also need to practice self-care, because it's important for them to see you practicing self-care, so then they know
Absolutely.
how to. So putting me first is bigger than just the words me.
Me.
it, it's a, it's
It's the truth. It's
mhm,
the truth.
yes.
And when you mention, as far as, you know, it goes so deep. You see what I'm saying? And a
It
lot
does.
of us don't talk about this. A lot of
Right.
us don't understand that putting me first, like you said, is not selfish, because
Right.
as parents, you know, we need that me time, because if we don't, you liable to crack up. You know, just being honest.
How
You
many
know,
of
if
us
you,
have had the shower cries?
I mean, if you don't have some time for yourself, just to like, because we can be in the bathroom and what they do, they knocking on the door, or, you know, this and that, or you getting phone calls from work, or you got to fix this, you got to fix that. So I just feel like people need it. And years back, a lot of people didn't understand it. And, you know, I'm a pop my collar a little bit. I felt like, I felt like I understood this early on. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm not gonna say I was young when I had my first child, but 21 is kind of, you know, young to some people. But
Right.
I understood kind of early on that, you know what, if I don't have at least a girls' night, you know, it don't have to be every weekend, or maybe once
Exactly.
a month, you know, once every 2 months. I don't know, but I learned that I need time where it's not mommy, 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 or wife, 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 or, you know, what have you. I need that time so I will be 100% when I get back home, you know, when I
Exactly.
get back to work. But I don't think a lot of people understand that. I really do not think a lot of people understand that. So I need everybody that's watching this, you know, if you're that person, or you have loved ones that always feel they have to be, I don't want to say 100%, because you're supposed to be 100%, and you can cut in if you understand what I'm trying to say. But if you have a loved one or someone that feel like they're being selfish,
Uh-huh.
you know, and they neglect themselves in certain ways, make sure y'all share this video. Make sure
Absolutely.
you know the hashtag me first, Tenacious
Yes.
Butterfly. Let them watch this video so they'll understand what Miss Angela Yelder is saying, that we need the me time. We have to put me first. We have
Yes.
to, so we can be who we need to be for our loved ones.
Yes. We have to
That's
make sure that these kids, because we coddle our kids, and we have to make sure that we are making them be independent. They don't mind doing stuff to help you. If they see mommy tired or stressed, they want to help. You just have to ask them
absolutely.
or point them to things and tell them what to do. When my kids can sometimes sense if I'm stressed, and they'll ask me, what can I do to help, mommy? If they
Mm-hmm,
sense me being
mm-hmm.
stressed, And then, you know, one of my friends or girlfriends said to me a long time ago, girl, make them do it. Like, why are you doing it? Make them. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like, why aren't they doing this? So they
Right.
absolutely do it now. And they don't, even with my husband, he'll let me do things. But if I ask for help, he will. It's like, oh, all you have to do is ask. And we'll be walking
Right.
around with attitude or mad, like, why aren't they helping? And all you gotta do is
Yeah.
ask.
All you
Sometimes they
have to
don't
do is
do the
ask.
things that we do.
And that goes back to something else I preach too a lot about. I don't like to say word preach. Talk a lot about assumptions, you know, because we're
Yeah,
assuming, okay,
you
they
see
should
me
automatically do it, or they should know, you know,
right.
whatever. Not all the time. We can't assume they know that we think they should be doing this, you know. So open your
Exactly.
mouth and ask.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and I have definitely started doing that, and they recognize that. I've had conversations with them, and that's what I always tell a lot of people. You know, if you're not currently practicing self-care, it's not a lot of pressure. You don't need a lot of time always, but you should get at least, 10 to 15 minutes. You should be able to take a shower, do your skincare routine, or go to the bathroom or whatever in peace without someone coming to your bathroom door. And you should be able to have that time to go out. If you don't have anyone, you have friends that will help you. You just have to open your mouth and ask, and we're a lot of the times
That's
afraid
it.
to ask for help. So people will help, but we have to just at least try to get us a few minutes each day, and then the times that you can extend that, I say do that.
Right. Absolutely. And a lot of us have this face or this persona. Oh, she's strong, she's handling it,
Mhm.
she got it together, you know. Or she would have asked, not knowing the whole time, I don't want to ask, I want to, but I don't want to, you know. So we have to open up our mouths. Everybody think we got it all together, you know, but you're allowing them to think that if that's not the case, because we won't open our mouths and ask. And if we
Exactly.
got loved ones that really care about us, they're not going to judge us when you ask for that help. You
Right.
know, something as small. Something as
Mhm.
small as, you know, you ride with me to the store. I just need adult moment. You
Mhm.
know, go with me shopping, or, you know, whatever. But we
It's
definitely
all
have to start opening
therapeutic.
our mouths.
Yes. What they say, a closed mouth don't get fed.
Exactly. A closed mouth do not get fed. And I
Right.
see that Tiff Park said, that's our problem. We don't ask for help. We are always putting everything and everyone before us. Absolutely.
Right. Gotta stop.
Gotta
Gotta stop.
stop.
Yeah, because these kids can do a lot of things for themselves. You just have to make them. And if that means you have to slow down for a week and teach them, you do that, because in the long run, it is gonna pay off. It's gonna benefit
Exactly.
you in the long run.
Exactly. Is it Michelle? I hope I'm saying that right. Said I'm one that don't ask for help.
Well, I think we all struggle with that. Like, we all absolutely struggle with asking for help. But I think that if you have a circle of friends, or family, like, for me, I'm in Jacksonville. My family, I have one sister that's here, but the rest of our family is all in Alabama. So if I can ask her or any of my girlfriends, look, like, of course my kids are now a little bit bigger, so my scenario is a little different. But if you have smaller kids, like, your friends don't, if you tell your friends, I need an hour, I need 2 hours, I can guarantee you they will try to make it happen for you. Like,
Right.
they're
Right.
not going to tell you no if you're coming to them standing in the need. Trust me. Now, it's different when you're just asking to be asking, or you're just, that's different. But if your friend know, if you have family or friend, they know the difference when you
Right.
truly need that time.
Exactly. Especially if you rarely ask, and it's like, okay, she's asking me, then she must
So that
really
means you
need
really need,
this time.
exactly, exactly.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Michelle, speak up when you need help.
Yes, definitely, definitely. We have to stop worrying about what they may think, you know, what they may say, because
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, they're not judging us. You know, they're wanting to help us, but we didn't open our mouth to even ask for the help. And they're thinking, again, we got this strong face on. They think we got it all put together. So they're not going to offer it, you know, but we definitely have to
Exactly.
start asking. We definitely have to put our kids, you know, let them know, especially if they're old enough. I need to
Exactly.
tighten up on that myself with the chores. Like
Yeah.
at first, I found myself, I put my foot down. I should not have to come home and wash dishes or what have you. And guess where I'm at now? I'm back coming home, washing dishes. You know, I
Mhm.
don't know. I got to
It's
get
the
myself together.
consistency for us. So no, you initiated it. For us, and even for me, it's a struggle sometimes with the consistency, staying consistent, because you'll be on track for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month, and then something will happen. You'll have a few nights that are thrown off by whatever, and then you're just off track. But they're looking for us to say, hey, get back on track. If we don't, they won't do it. So
Yeah.
we just have to be more mindful of it, and making sure that we're helping them stay on track as well. And
Right.
again,
Right.
it takes effort, but at the end of the day, our mental health is absolutely worth it.
Absolutely worth it,
Yeah.
100%. And I
Hmm.
always say, when you look good, you feel good. You know,
Yeah.
like regardless if you don't go anywhere that day, still get up. You know, you don't have to do the makeup if you don't want, but still get up and take your shower and look a little decent. Instead of just nothing all day, because we start feeling kind of, if you get up and start to look good and whatever, I always say you feel how you look. I don't know how true it is. That's just my saying.
I think there's some truth to it. Trust me, because since we went on quarantine, or since the pandemic, I've been working from home, so I can tell the difference from when I first started working from home to now. And I can feel myself falling off a little bit, and then I'll be like, okay, I need to pull it together. I got
Right.
to do better, And so then I'm like, okay. But I get up in the morning and I do morning workouts, and so I was gonna kind of touch on that, because I know a lot of people. Some people prefer working out in the morning, some in the evening, but the morning workouts, even if it's just a walk, they give you a boost for your entire day. Because a lot of the times when you come home in the evening, you're already tired. So it's kind of a struggle. And then if you have to make any stops on your way home in the evenings, it can just kind of throw everything off. So go ahead and get up and get your day started. Get you a quick walk, or some type of exercise in right from your home or your neighborhood, whatever you have available. Um, and it jump starts your day. It gives you more energy.
How long do you normally work out for in the morning? About
And
30 to an
an hour.
hour?
We
An
usually,
hour?
uh-huh. But if you can get in,
Okay.
honestly, if you can get in a 15 to 20-minute workout, that's better than nothing. Because I know sometimes we're pressed for time and
That's true.
everybody's not accustomed to getting up earlier, to get that time in. But you can just get you a YouTube video or something, right, in your home, get on the floor in your bedroom if you have to, or whatever you need to do, and just find like a 15 or 20-minute workout. I promise you it makes a difference in your entire day.
I really want to. I'm going to be honest. I'm so not consistent when it comes to working out. I'm not dedicated. I got to do better. I really do. I'll complain. See, Alan, yes, Frema, more walks, workout. I want to so bad. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have a partner, and I still won't do it. I don't know what's going on with me. I got
Are
to do
you a
better.
morning
I
person? Do
have to
you
do
stay
better.
up late?
I am a morning person. I just, like,
It
once I'm
takes
up, I'm moving. I just can't do it. The workout thing. I had a membership for like a year. I only went maybe twice. I just have
Oh,
an issue when it comes to that. Yeah,
so do you
it's
think you
bad.
would be better doing it at home versus having to get out of your home and go out to the gym?
I think so. My sister said no. I think so. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna I'm gonna start Monday, and I'm gonna keep you posted. I'm gonna
Yes.
start Monday at
So,
least 15 minutes in the morning before I go to work.
okay.
I'm gonna try, I'm
So
gonna try
I
my
have a
hardest. I'm gonna try
Facebook
my
group
hardest.
called Actively Tenacious, where we just post, different workout motivation, and try to keep everybody
Okay.
motivated. So I'm not a personal trainer, but the group is solely just a support group to keep each other motivated, to share different workouts, to share your journey, your victories. So anyone that's on, you're welcome to go out. It's on Facebook. It's called Actively Tenacious. Welcome to join that group. And again, we're just there to motivate.
Then I'm definitely going to join. I'm definitely going to join. I have to do better. As women, we have to come together and, you know, help each other out. And like people always say, it don't have to be monetary, you know, just by the talks we're having, sharing the
Yeah,
knowledge, you know, giving tips, you know, all that is helping each other out. We have to learn to be more, I don't know, unified together. So
absolutely.
I really appreciate what you're doing. You're definitely gonna go far. I know you already went far, and this is just something that we definitely need. This is definitely
Absolutely.
something we need. So I
Hmm.
appreciate you so much. I would love
Thank
to
you for
have you,
having
you
me.
know, come back on if it's anything else that you feel you would want to share, you know, what have you. I would really appreciate that. Is there anything? I think someone said something. Tiff Park said, teleworking, excuse me, has made me lazy when it comes to working out. It's bad because I'm breaking my neck. Um, the month of PT test. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think we all can get a little lazy.
yeah. And then PT, like, I mean, so you're morning working out with PT, right? So that's gonna be hard anyway. Yeah.
Whew.
I don't know a lot about that, Tiffany, but it really will. It really will just take some getting used to. The first couple of mornings, you'll get up and you'll drag, but just if you just keep pushing yourself, and have someone to help motivate you that's up and in that mode, you'll eventually want to get up and do it.
And do it. I hope
Yeah,
so. I'm gonna try my hardest.
yeah.
Try. But yeah, is there anything? Because I don't want to hold you too long, but I appreciate our conversation because I can go all night long. But is there anything else that you would like to share with us that you wanted to mention that we didn't touch on, or any motivation or anything?
I think we've kind of pretty much touched on everything. I just want to again just encourage everyone on this live that will watch this live, to make sure that you slow down and put you first. And if you're not journaling currently, please start journaling, and please start in my journal. So if you don't have a journal, you can find my journal, on my website. So if you go out to my Instagram, it's the Tenacious Butterfly, and I think I saw one of my girlfriends on here. If she can link it down in the comments for me, I would really appreciate that. But the Instagram is at the Tenacious Butterfly, and my website is actually www.thetenaciousbutterfly.com as well. You have your candles, everything you need for self care. It's even activewear, candles,
Oh,
journals. Yeah, so I'm trying to just encompass the entire aspect one by one. I'm going to continue growing. So one by one, I'll keep adding different things to the business. Thank you.
okay, okay. And Tiff said, what's the difference in your two journals?
So this one right here is my first journal. It's also a guided journal. This one has self-care quotes throughout the journal as you're hold on, I didn't do it. But and this one is talking about setting self-care goals. This one right here, it's more about self-care and self-love. So, and this one is a 6-month journal. This one is a 90-day journal. Um,
Okay.
but this one talks about affirmations and positive self-talk, whereas this one is more so around you setting those goals and trying to get yourself set up to start walking your journey. This one, you're in your journey. Again, you're writing down affirmations. You're talking about the highlights of your day. So again, it's still guided, but it just has more around both self-love and self-care. So they do differ slightly, but both guided. So this is
Okay,
my
now,
journal.
okay, so which one did you say for someone that's need the guidance, getting started?
Actually, they both are really
Oh,
perfect, honestly. And this
okay.
one right here, thank you, Chantel. This one right here, I'm actually currently sold out of this one,
Oh,
but
okay.
this one is currently in stock. I have several of these on hand right now.
Okay.
And I actually have a coupon code for any of your viewers or anyone that's on that would like to purchase anything from the site. If they use the code Be Tenacious, you can get 10% off anything on the site.
Okay, okay. So definitely use that coupon code. I know I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna order. And you said the Tenacious, right, for the
Be,
code?
be tenacious.
Oh, B. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, be
B.
tenacious. Hmm.
Yeah, true. And then I believe is it Chandrice. Sean says she has motivated me to dedicate the next 6 months to focus on myself. Absolutely. We
Absolutely.
need that. We
And
need
ask
that.
for help.
And ask for help.
I'm telling her that because
Absolutely.
I know.
Oh, because you know her personally, huh?
Yes.
Oh God. But yeah, I really did enjoy this talk. We really needed it. We needed to hear it. You know, I'm a do it. I'm a you motivated me to I'm gonna start working out, but I'm not starting till Monday. Only because you know what we talked about previously. I got a lot, that just transpired. So I don't want to say I'm gonna do it tomorrow and I know I can't. So I'm gonna
Yes.
put myself to Monday. So you guys, I challenge you guys to start something that you're not currently doing, whether it's journaling or working out, and make sure you go to her website, check it out, get her guided journal. We could definitely use it. The code is Be Tenacious.
Hmm.
So you can get 10% off your order on her website.
Yes. Thank you, Chantel. I
There we go.
appreciate you. Yes. Thank you so much for
Yes,
having
so I really appreciate it. You are more than welcome. Thank you, because I did learn a lot. You touched on a lot of things that, the circle of my friends, we discussed. So to hear it again, to hear it from another perspective, that means a lot. Because a lot of people, sometimes they hear it from some individuals and they go in one ear and out the other. But to hear it from someone like you, we appreciate it. You took the time out with us tonight, and it's definitely appreciated on so many levels.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. And as I tell everybody, when I post, when I make a video, I always say, don't forget to put you first.
Exactly. Absolutely. Me first. Put
Yes,
you
that's
first.
right. That's
Absolutely. That's appreciated, because we need to know it's okay, people. It is okay. You
right.
need that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you again. Thank you, viewers. Thank you guys for commenting, tuning in. Make sure y'all share this video. And as we always say on Let's Sip and Talk with Frema, peace and love.
Peace and love. Thank you.